Hi class, today I'm going to present to you the multiple benefits of rooftop solar panels and why the state of Connecticut should push them to homeowners. But before we dive into the benefits of rooftop solar panels, I'm going to show you how a photovoltaic cell works. Every solar panel has a photovoltaic cell inside them, and each of those cells is divided into three layers. We can see here that the layer on top is the positive layer, and the one on the bottom is the negative layer. The positive layer has spaces for the electrons to travel into, and the negative layer has the electrons that move around when the sunlight knocks off the electrons. Now, when these electrons move in the cell, they travel to a circuit, and from that circuit or cable, they get to an electronic such as a laptop or a cell phone or anything you want to power or charge. And after they pass through the electronic, they go back to the photovoltaic cell. And that's one of the reasons why they are called renewable energy, or why solar panels are renewable energy, because the energy goes back to the cell. And by doing so, we can reuse that energy as long as we have a constant sunlight. Now, photovoltaic cells can be compacted into different panels. In the first picture, we can see that this is the most basic form of a photovoltaic cell, and in the picture over here, we can see that a dozen of photovoltaic cells have been compacted together to form a module. A module contains a dozen of photovoltaic cells, and a fun fact about that is that it takes a dozen of photovoltaic cells to charge a phone completely. And you can take those modules and group them together, and you have a solar panel, which is a group of modules. And if you want to expand your solar farm, you can group those panels into an array. We're going to also talk about why or how communities have been grouping themselves to use solar arrays to power not only one home but different homes using a solar farm. So why has the country or the whole civilization been moving from fossil fuels? Well, the main reason is that fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and gas, which are the most popular, they have a major impact in the flora and fauna that are found in the mountains, where these mining companies extract the coal using explosives, and by doing so they destroy the forest, and in some cases they cause many species to go extinct. another reason why fossil fuels are not beneficial for the environment is because they contribute to pollution. And it takes a lot of space for them to be built and a lot of resources for them to be maintained. So here we have a picture of solar panels and how they have been constructed in small farms, small villages, in areas that utility companies can't reach. It's basically impossible for them to, or it doesn't, um, they can't take these power lines up to the mountains where only 3, 4, or 5 families live and deliver energy to them. So in those cases, it is beneficial for those families to acquire a solar panel system, because before having a solar panel system, they had nothing. They had no access to energy at all. And we can see in this picture, this solar panel farm can produce energy for about 15 homes or 20 homes, and for a small village, that's fantastic. So now we're going to move on to the economic benefits of solar panels. And in the year 2019, 2018, and even before that, every state would give you a different percentage of tax benefits or incentives. Before 2020, it used to be 30%, I believe, and in 2021 it's 26%, and it's going down every year because more people are acquiring a solar panel system, and they can't just give an incentive to every family in the US. So if you are going to acquire a solar panel system, I think the perfect time frame to do that would be between now and 3 years ahead. You have until the year 2023 to acquire one, because by 2024 you'll get nothing by buying the solar panel system. Now, moving on to the positive benefits, you have net metering, which is basically a form of giving back to the community by selling the energy your solar panels produce. Now, in every family or every household only consumes a specific amount of energy every day. You may have a small house that has a solar panel system, and you only use your cell phone and your TV 2 or 3 times per day because you work, let's say, 16 hours per day. And in that case, most of the energy you produce can be sold back to the utility company for a price, and in that case your solar panel system would be producing money for you. Another another economic benefit of solar panels are that people are innovating in ways they can share the benefits of solar panels. And as I said before, multiple families can invest in a huge solar panel farm with multiple solar panels that can produce energy for all their homes. I've seen those farms in multiple cities around Norwich and Ledyard, and they occupy a larger space, but then they also benefit the families that use them. Now we're going to move on to the technological advancement of solar panels and how you investing in solar panels now may improve the quality and the advantages you get in the future by buying them. So we can see a prototype of a solar panel roof on a car, and that's a pretty smart idea of how to use solar panels, because if you your car spends most of the time outside in the sun, and that power can be used to charge your car or charge other electronics you have in your vehicle, such as a Tesla car that has a battery and can use that energy. Now, before we used to see solar panels as these blue crystal things that with no color, no shape or anything. But as you can see here, solar panels are now changing in color and shape. We have shades of yellow, red, and blue we can use. And we even have transparent solar panels. Now in this case, these solar panels are producing energy, and at the same time they're being used for a greenhouse. So you're not only making your home or your business look good, but then you're also producing or growing plants that benefit the environment. Now this is another example of solar panel farms. They are now being built in lakes, rivers, even oceans. So, and they can also be built in deserts, because that's where the sun gets the most. And if we had built a solar panel farm in the Sahara Desert, the amount of energy that solar panel farm could produce would be enough to power the whole every country in the planet. Now, I'm assuming this solar panel farm is enough to power the buildings in front of it, and that's a pretty good idea there. Now, solar panels aren't always the best product out there for the environment, but they don't leave a major carbon footprint as gas and other fossil fuels do. You can recycle solar panels, and even though they are built in factories, the carbon footprint they leave is less than the carbon footprint fossil fuels leave. So that's good for the environment. Now, when would a solar panel not be efficient for you or your family? Well, if you live in an area where you mostly have cloudy days, and you may be or your house may be blocked by skyscrapers or tall buildings, well, then your house may not be the best candidate for a solar panel system. And in that case, you could build or you could gather a group of people to build a solar panel farm far from your house, but then you could run a cable to your house and consume the energy your solar panels are producing there. And that's it for my presentation. I hope it was very interesting and informative for you. Thank you.